Hello. Hello, America. Uh, Clint Eastwood said something very interesting. That great actor. He's a very intelligent man, by the way. But what he said was Obama is the greatest hoax ever perpetuated upon America. I disagree with him. I think there's a greater hoax. And that greater hoax is what the Ashkenaz Jews, which aren't Jewish at all, Edomites, Talmudic, Babylonian, what they've done to America. That is a much bigger hoax. A much bigger hoax. I don't know how many times I've got to make a video and tell you that those occupiers of Palestine are not the chosen people. They are not the covenant people mentioned in Genesis. And it's actually really easy to prove. And Israel left at 565 BC. They were taken captive by Syria. And they went up through Europe and ended up conquering a big portion of Europe. And then King George turned into a real asshole. And a lot of them left and came to America. And our founding forefathers knew they're fulfilling prophecy. Just look at the Declaration of Independence. Okay? They declared independence from England to secure those blessings for themselves and their posterity. They knew they were from the tribe of Ephraim. Okay? They flat out did know it. So, where are the promised people, the most covenant people? They're right here in America. They're Ephraimites. They're right here in this Gentile nation. They're Ephraimites. And those occupiers are usurpers. They're parasites. And the angelic Christians have fallen for their propaganda. And if you knew the truth, everything that's been going on, you would find out. Because it's been reported on, but nobody seems to want to do their homework and actually discover these things. October 7th, with Hamas, they knew they were coming. They wanted them to come. They wanted an excuse to go to war. They allowed it. Why else do you think it took them friggin' 8 hours to even respond? And they were given notices from the Egyptians, told them that this was coming, and some other country, to their big top security people there in Israel. They knew that this attack was coming. And they actually pulled a lot of their military away from that area to let them come in. Their communications were severed on purpose, disrupted. You don't know the scumbag, low-life people you're dealing with that have been bleeding this country dry. And now, they're controlling the agenda of the presidency. Yeah. They're controlling the narrative, they control the agenda, and they control this president, and they're blackmailing him. Wage war by deception, that's their motto. They do it. They've been doing it forever. Menachem Begin was a friggin' terrorist. Golda Meir was a friggin' terrorist. The USS Liberty was meant to be destroyed and sunk to the ocean. Lyndon B. Johnson wanted that done. He gave the command, I want that son of a bitch sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And the Jewish pilots shot the shit out of it. And fortunately, they could not sink it. And listen to the testimony of all those that survived. People. Read Isaiah chapter 11. The Jews have not been gathered, period. It's right there. And then Isaiah said they would be left with a remnant. A remnant. No, that is the greatest hoax. That's a far greater hoax than what Obama tried pulling off. Which I guess you could say he did pull it off. But it's coming out now. But what these Ashkenaz Edomite Jews have done to America is the biggest hoax ever. It's the biggest hoax. If you don't understand the way the devil works, you will fall for his traps. He co-opts everything. That's what he does. He co-opts everything. And if you're not enlightened, if you don't have the discernment of spirits, you'll never know, and you'll fall for it every damn time. We've been played. We're just a bunch of chumps in this country. Our politicians. How many of the Congress and Senators are dual citizens with Israel? I mean, there's a pile of them. There's a whole pile of them. Wake up. It's almost over.